Hey guys, sorry, but the quality of this video is going to be a little bit less than what it usually is, just because I'm a little stressed for time when it comes to videos this week. But I wanted to talk about Destiny's House of Wolves expansion because, well, I really couldn't think of much to talk about for my first impressions this week, and it's kind of what I've been playing for the last little while. I've really gotten back into Destiny because of it, and it really adds a lot to the game. When I first got Destiny, I had the same complaints that a lot of people did. There wasn't enough story, there wasn't enough to make me come back, there wasn't enough gameplay, and a lot of people were thinking that this expansion wasn't going to be that great because there was no raid, and well, I think it's just what Destiny needed. It actually gives way more to the game and keeps me coming back way more than I should. There's tons to do now compared to when the game first came out. There was the Nightfall and the Heroic and the Raid, and that was it. So that was like 3 things you had to do a week. But now there's crazy amount of content with the DLC, which is sad because you have to drop like $100 to be able to get, you know, a nice experience with the game. But you have a nice run-through storyline with a ton of missions now that there's more added on top of that, with a decent amount of story, even though there still is barely any story. But the thing is, there's tons to do now. There's Crucible, there's all the stories, there's Trials of Osiris, Prison of Elders, 2 raids, the Nightfall, the Heroic, the dailies. There's even more. There's a crazy amount of stuff to do, and I'm loving every second of it. Destiny's one game that's really had a point-on perfect feel when it comes to gunplay and being able to shoot people. Like, shooting guns in that game is the best I've ever played in any game ever. But there's no story or anything to it. And the multiplayer does kind of get stale after a while since there isn't much to it. Though with the new expansion, they've added Trials of Osiris, which is amazing. It's an elimination 3-on-3, so you die, you can't get, if you die, then your teammates can revive you, but if your whole team is eliminated, then that's the end of the game. It's something that is amazing, and basically, if you lose 3 times in it, then you're done, and you have to start over again. And if you win 9 times or whatever, and then basically the amount of times you've won allows you to get certain items from a certain character in the game. And the most amazing part about this is Destiny's added in a little secret that it's not much of a secret anymore because everyone knows it, but if you go 9-0 in the Trials of Osiris, which isn't easy because there's a lot of MLG pro kids running the most broken guns in the game, you'll unlock Mercury, which I myself have done. It's very impossible, but you unlock a whole new planet. Not exactly a new planet to kind of explore, but it is a small social area that you can visit, and it is really cool. There's a lot of people kind of backsassing it, being like, wow, Bungie's dumb, blocking off this area to only people who can get it, and I'm like, dude, it's a thing that you have to work for to unlock. It's something hard that you have to be good, you practice to unlock, and it's like basically back to the retro days. It's like, dude, you wanted to fight that last boss in Donkey Kong, or you wanted to unlock those last worlds in that one game you loved? Well, you gotta beat all that crap and collect all the coins and do all the hard shit to be able to get to it, and it's really cool to be able to be one of those people to be able to go and experience that. And Trials of Osiris is something that's going to be continuing every week, every weekend that is, and you can keep trying to get to Mercury, and it's something that I love. On top of that, we've also gotten the Prison of Elders, which is like a wave-based kind of horde mode thing, but it's a lot different. When you spawn in, you have 4 separate locations you can go to, coordinating to each type of enemy in the game: Fallen, Hive, Vex, and Cabal. And every time you go in there, it's 3 rounds, and you have to fight those types of enemies with different buffs, and there's bosses and all kinds of crazy stuff. And when you do the final level, the level 35 one, you have like this super epic awesome boss at the end, and it's really fun, and I had so much like fun. I keep using the word because I'm having fun playing Destiny, and it's something that I wasn't able to say for a long time. But if you were playing Destiny and you're like, I don't know if I want to get back into it because it's kind of or if you've been thinking about getting Destiny, now is definitely a time to hop in, seeing that the game is a lot cheaper now. I think I saw it at EB Games for about, well, GameStop for people in America for about like $33 or $39 or whatever it was. So it's very cheap, and then you can just get the season pass on top of that. I'm pretty sure the season pass is still available for $30, and you're paying $60 for basically a great experience. And if you're not willing to drop that price, well, we could still hope that we get a basically a full-on thing for the game, which would be great. But yet again, sorry that the quality of this video isn't perfect. I was kind of rushed for time with this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.